Hello, and welcome to the Time Wasters podcast. We will waste what little time you have on this precious earth. I'm Landon. You can see me at loftusboard on twitter.com. Owen.
I'm Owen, and you can see me at Skippy Spacefish on Twitter. Except the I in fish is a 1, and I also make videos sometimes on YouTube.com. So yeah.
On what is your YouTube channel?
Skippy the Narwhal.
That's pretty epic.
I'm Sam, and my Twitter is at FlyingDonut42.
We're gamers do be gaming.
That's true.
I guess.
Okay, before we started the second recording of this podcast, Sam wanted to talk about Bluetooth and his vengeance against it.
Oh yeah, there's not much to say, but just gotta say with Apple pushing Bluetooth audio so hard, wired is so much better.
Really?
Yes, I agree. I'm using wired headphones as we speak.
I should probably. I'm just using.
I don't own any Bluetooth, any form of Bluetooth headphones.
I'm just using these shitty one. I honestly, the only reason I switched to Bluetooth is because the new iPhones don't allow you to use earbuds.
It
Yeah,
really
that's
annoys
awful.
me.
I mean, like, I have a Google Pixel 2 XL, and while I like it, it does not have a headphone jack, so I have one of those little dongle things that I just plug into the charger, and, like, yeah.
Okay.
I have an iPhone, and
Which
I don't think I would mind that much getting an Android phone. I don't think it would make any
Android,
difference
I
to
prefer
me.
Android to Apple, if I'm being honest.
I'm too used
They
to
cost
Apple.
less and they have more features, so I'll
Yeah,
probably end up
they're,
switching
like, better.
eventually.
I'm too used to Apple. I'm sorry.
Are you dedicated to Apple?
Not really dedicated, just too scared to change.
And I do not like the Mac line of computers.
Oh no, Windows is the way to go.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
The only thing I would ever
MacBooks or
use
iMacs.
the only thing I ever use from Mac for is for Logitech Studios. I think that's what it's called. Is like a music making software, and I really like it.
I only own one MacBook, and it's from 2012, and it's literally the minimum spec to run Mojave, and yet I still do that. So it doesn't run very well. Very slow.
Yeah.
I just like Windows.
It's like Apple is so proprietary, and it's just like so hard. Like I've always found like Apple, like devices very confusing to navigate because like Windows and like Android, they've always been very simplistic and like.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I think that like I don't even really have an opinion on this because I have almost no experience with Android phones, but I think that if I did use an Android phone, I would probably prefer it to an iPhone.
Yeah.
I had an Android tablet, and I had Mario Minion wallpaper.
I had a Kindle. That's the only Android
Oh
device
fuck! I just remember those things.
I used to have like I've had like 2 of them, and like yeah. So,
my
Every
grandparents
so like.
we keep
grandparents bought like my entire family Kindles, and I thought that Kindles cost as much as an iPad, and I just was so impressed. And then I found out that they're like $40.
Yeah.
every time I
mean,
got
they're fair
oh,
for $40.
can't fucking
Yeah,
talk.
they are.
Every time
They feel very cheap though, as you would expect.
I mean, like I've had a Kindle. Like I don't really feel the cheapness because like I've just had one for so long. So
Yeah, I've used Apple devices.
here's my Kindle act. Wait,
So
here's my Kindle. I wonder if this thing still works.
can I talk
I've been
now?
spoiled by Apple technology.
I've had my Gigi used to have a Kindle. God damn, I suck at talking.
Kindle.
She used to have a Kindle, and I would just every time I got it, I would just look up Mario just to see what was on there.
Yeah, that's what I
Dang.
used to do. Like whenever I had access to the internet, which was very limited, by the way. My parents didn't really let me use the internet when I was younger. I just look up Mario.
Played so many Mario Flash games.
Yeah.
The only Mario Flash game I was really into was God, I can't even remember what it's actually called. But it's the
Super Mario
crossover one.
63.
Oh,
Oh,
that one's good.
that
one's
one's pretty
really
fun.
cool, actually.
Yeah.
I really liked Super Mario
I
63
didn't
because it
even
was
get
like a
most of
2D
the references.
platformer,
Like
but
most
also
of
a
the
3D
characters
one.
they put in. I knew Mega Man obviously, and I knew Link.
All I knew was Mario, Luigi, and Link. I didn't know who anybody else was. It was a dumb
Simon
little
Belmont.
fuck.
I recognized the name, but I did not know that he was from Castlevania at the time.
Like I only knew who Zelda was, like who Legend is, like Link was at the time because I used to watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show as as a
Oh, and
young child.
they had the
Yeah, and they had like
advertisements.
at the very end of the episodes they had the ad for the Zelda show.
Well,
So
excuse me, princess.
Of
yeah,
course.
Dude, Link was such a fucking puss hound in that show. He just wanted all the
Yeah.
vagina.
I don't even know if I played a Zelda game up to that point. I played the NES one like once. I think I
Oh,
played it. You know how in Brawl?
yeah. I was about to say that.
on the
Did you
NES?
play it in
Yeah.
Brawl? And they used to give these like these
yeah, it
little
was
time.
in Brawl, and I think stuff like that was also in the Smash 4 for the Wii U as well.
I don't
Was
think
it?
they had the no. I think it's just like I don't think it was a demo. I think they were just like go buy these on the virtual console. Wahoo!
No, because I remember
Yahoo.
they did have like very short demos, and then they told you to buy them on the virtual console. But I don't remember.
I think that was. Remember how Brawl used to have stickers? Did anybody ever use those?
I never played Brawl. Like I played Brawl before, but like I never like had Brawl. So
I always really liked Brawl, and I played it a lot.
I've never been the biggest Smash fan. Like I remember, I first saw like an ad for Smash 4 on the 3DS when I was younger, and that was my first real exposure to Smash.
Oh.
And I wanted to get it because you could play as Mario.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't
Okay.
know.
Can I talk about the box art first?
Younger me.
Brawl.
Younger me saw Mario, and he was like, "Yes, I want it."
Fully erect.
They sold me on Smash 4 with Villager because I was very into Animal Crossing New Leaf.
I have to say about the. I want to talk about Animal Crossing, but I want to talk about the box art for Brawl, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. But hold on for a second. Hold on. Sorry, I want you
You
to.
better be talking about how good it is. If you say something bad about the
No,
the
it's a
Brawl
it's a
box art-
misconception. It's a misconception I had. Also, that theme song for Brawl, mwah.
Isn't it in like Latin?
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
in Latin.
It's so good. I love it
Why are songs that are in Latin so good?
because it just sounds.
I mean,
With your,
actually-
I mean,
I
that's
don't-
the only song. That's the only Latin song I've heard.
One Winged Angel.
Okay,
Sephiroth's song.
okay. Look at Mario and look at Samus's leg. For the longest time, I thought Mario was holding a wooden sword. I didn't know that was Samus's leg.
Wait, hold on. Let me look.
Wow.
So look at Samus's leg and look at where
You
Mario's.
know, I kind of forgot that the Brawl box art has color.
Yeah.
Because the disc is all like shades of blue and white.
Yeah,
And
like I
black.
never really thought. Yeah, I remember seeing it at the store when I was younger. I was like, looking through the Nintendo aisle with my dad. I was like, "Why is that rated T?"
Yeah.
'Cause it has Mario on it. Why is it T?
Mario's just the
Yes.
fuck word.
and then my dad, I remember he said something like, "Maybe it's because Brawl is in the title."
Of course.
I love the
I
more
remember-
gritty look of Brawl. I don't know why. I love the more like gritty look they went for.
I like it. I think one of the funniest things about Brawl though is, and I don't think they did this intentionally, but you guys know in the Brawl reveal trailer how they had the Melee models and then it changes to the Brawl models.
Yeah.
I always thought it was so funny how Mario changes to the Brawl model and it's like, oh, he looks so much grittier and dirtier, and then the same thing with Link, and then they do Pikachu and he looks almost exactly the same.
Oh, I
They
think I know what you're
didn't change
talking
him,
about.
like, at all.
I also love the modding community for Brawl. I think remember that Smash Bros Club I
It's
used
a
to
very
run.
good community.
Remember?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we played a modded Brawl for a tournament.
Yeah, we did play modded Brawl.
You
once.
won,
We
Sam.
did.
You won, Sam. You repped the red flannel for the
I
last
sure
round.
did.
Oh yeah, didn't I lose to you?
Probably.
I think I did.
God
I was playing
damn
as Sonic, and Sonic is ass in Brawl.
I played Ness because that's who I was playing in Ultimate at the time, and I was like, yeah, I could probably play Ness.
Didn't I also SD twice when we were playing?
I
you?
don't remember. I do remember. The one thing I remember about that tournament, first of all, the costumes, those were very cool in that mod. But the other thing was that we got in one of the matches I played, we got the stage. It's the vertically scrolling Donkey Kong one from Brawl. I don't remember what it's
that
called.
one's awful.
And I was
That
like,
one's
"Oh, that's
awful.
gonna be terrible." And then they had it changed to basically just like Battlefield.
Oh yeah, because
In the
I
mod.
remember in that mod if you press different button combinations, you would get multiple different like stages. That's a
Yeah.
really good one. That was a really fun mod. I loved that. That was really fun.
Yeah, and I remember like Sonic had like a beat costume. That was cool.
Oh, that was.
All right, and if we're gonna be talking about Brawl mods, I have never played Project M, but if you have heard their remix of Sticker Brush Symphony, it's so good. I listen to that basically daily now.
Sailor Symphony that's a good song on its own. I love that song.
Yeah, I know. But the Project M version, it's called "Turn the Tides," and it is so good.
I'll listen if you link it. I'll listen to it later.
Sure, I'm not gonna do it right now, but
yeah.
Okay,
Speaking of
but,
the Donkey Kong
what's
Country
your favorite
game,
piece of music? Like that's it. Like
from a video game.
Like what's your favorite? Like your favorite? Yeah. Favorite video game song.
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, there's the Jet Set Radio soundtrack. There's the Donkey Kong Country soundtracks.
It's really difficult for me to pick just one. Do you guys? Okay, I do want to talk about this. I don't know if this is just me, but have you guys ever had moments when you're playing a video game when just like everything comes together and it's just absolute perfection? Like the music and the visuals and like the moment in that game is just so good, because that just happens to me with some games and it's just like pure bliss.
I was playing Super Metroid and I just grabbed my sweatshirt. I was like, yeah, this is nice. Super Metroid. I've been playing for that. That game was so ahead of its time. Like all the stuff it did is just incredible for a SNES game.
I need to finish. I was playing Metroid Prime and I just kind of like abruptly stopped playing it, but that game was really good.
I've never really. I've played like bits and pieces of Metroid games, but I've never like.
Speaking of, we were talking about Donkey Kong Country games. Oh,
I played Samus Returns. That's the only one I've played all the way through, I think.
The 3DS one or the original one?
The 3DS one.
Oh, have you played AM2R?
I don't believe so.
It was a fan made remake of Super Metroid 2. That was really good.
Yeah, I haven't played a lot of fan made stuff in general.
I love fan games and all that.
Fan games at the time.
Yeah, I always thought like the concept was cool, but I've never really like.
I
do want to play the Sonic one. I never remember the name.
What, Sonic Roboblast 2?
Yeah. That does look very good.
Also, okay, we were going to talk about Donkey Kong Country 2. I was going to bring something up. Owen actually doesn't like the Donkey Kong Country games.
Yeah, I always thought they were just kind of bland.
I've played the first one, and I've played Tropical Freeze.
I love the.
Both were really good in my opinion.
I don't really
I'm talking
like
about the original trilogy because I've only played like the original trilogy. I've never played the newer ones.
Two and three are really good in my eyes.
I really like. Okay, I gotta say, I really like Tropical Freeze. Amazing game. But I've heard so many things that I just like. People say that it's like a really difficult game. Maybe I'm just too gamer, but I think I went through full worlds without dying. It was not hard for me.
I think they're talking about the special like golden stages. Like, okay, so for anybody who hasn't played it,
not played those. I will 100% it someday.
For anybody who hasn't played it, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze has secret like golden levels that you get for collecting all the collectibles in a world, and they're bloody difficult. I'll tell you that.
Are you British?
No, I just really like using that phrase, bloody difficult, like something like that.
Also, it might just be because of how much I've talked about DKCR with Ben, because Ben said he took it took him months to beat that game, and I cannot fathom that.
I mean, they're hard. They're hard games
to me.
I love platformers that have a challenge. I love when you get into like a groove.
Yeah.
Games like
Celeste is very short, sadly.
Celeste.
I know there's 100%, and like that brings a lot more length to it, but like just base game, it's a $60 game on the Switch, and I think I beat it in under 6 hours.
I mean, there's also the hard mode in the time attack.
Yeah, like there's content. I just like the main.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
is just like very short.
No.
See, and you could probably call me a hypocrite for calling the Donkey Kong Country series bland, because I am a big fan of the new Super Mario Brothers series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you out a fucking window. How dare you?
It's probably because I just, like New Super Mario Brothers on the DS, I consider like the first video game I ever really played, and like Wii, I played so much of like when I was little, and same with 2. The only one I hadn't really played until recently was U, and I bought U Deluxe, and I thought it was fine. But yeah, I don't know. I just have a lot of sentimental attachment to that series.
I really like the DS
one. I played the entirety of U, but I do not own it, and it's been kind of a while.
My least favorite has to be U.
Yeah, honestly, same.
I think that if I played it all the way through, from what I remember of playing U, I think I prefer. I think I like U more than 2.
Okay, I have to say something. I was just thinking about to my early childhood. My favorite thing in games, when you're little, there's so much mystery behind games.
Yes.
And I haven't gotten that same feeling before. Like ever since I was a child,
It makes me so sad because like I remember the first time I played through 64 DS because I was like,
Yes, there's so many secrets in that game, and that was just like mind
I
opening.
know, and I felt like, whoa.
Like there was just so much.
Like
There was so many like veins. Like I as a kid that just opened my mind and was just incredible. I've not gotten that feeling since. Sam, can you add anything to the conversation?
Well, I just like I can't even think of a specific instance. Like I'm sure that's happened to me in games, but like I don't really have a time I can remember specifically of that. I do remember like this is not entirely the same thing, but I do remember playing Super Mario Galaxy and just like not even going for the objective, just kind of like playing the game because it was just fun to like play the game.
That game's
like
pretty
run
good.
around. Yeah, I used to do that like when I was playing Mario Galaxy.
Also, I didn't mean that to sound as
little-
forceful as it did, Sam. I'm sorry.
I don't care. It's fine.
Also, Owen, did I
Alright,
interrupt
but
you?
No. But like do you guys ever have that like have you had that like one level in a game like that like as a like young child you played over and over again?
No.
As a non-young child, it's Champions Road for me.
Oh, you just
From
like,
3D
I
World?
run through that
Champions
level
Road
a lot.
Yeah.
You're into
Like,
the.
I used to like my favorite level in like I used to play Beach Bowl Galaxy all the time when I was little. Like
That
was,
that
like, my
level is
favorite.
pretty fun.
When I was talking about like just kind of running around in Galaxy, that is the Galaxy I was thinking of.
Yeah,
was
Beach Bowl was like my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I Mario Galaxy is getting some good mods behind it because I'm also into the modding scene as well because I don't know. Anyways, I really want to see somebody pull off a Mario Galaxy mod where they have like a few stages, but they're all open world, like 64 or something like that. I want to see if somebody can pull that off.
I downloaded a Kaizo hack for Mario Galaxy, but I haven't actually played it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Kaizo is just
I'm not.
fucking terrible for me. I hate it.
Hmm.
But you're also, I think you, I don't know if you, it's you, I don't know if I'm thinking of somebody else, but you're really into like Celeste or like Super Meat Boy kind of games, right? Like the games where you have to try.
Okay, so I haven't actually played a lot of games like them because I haven't actually played Super Meat Boy. I know I will like it when I do get around to playing it. It looks really good, but I haven't played much of it. The only thing I can say that's similar to Celeste that I've played is I did play the beginning portion of The End Is Nigh, if you've heard of that, and that's very similar to Super Meat Boy.
Wasn't
from
also
what I've
made
heard.
by the people who made Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, but I really liked Celeste. That game was just so good for me, and I have not really played
The story and that gameplay was just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't actually hear people talk about it anywhere near as much as like the mechanics in Celeste, but Celeste's art style is just so good.
Yeah, the pixel art is great, and then also when the 2D art gets pulled out, that shit's incredible.
And I've
seen some of the Celeste art, and I thought it's good, but I've never played Celeste.
It's really weird. I can't really think of like another game that does this, but there definitely are many. I don't play like a ton of indie games.
Are you talking about where they
they
pop out their boxes, like when they're talking?
That's not exactly what I'm thinking of, but like with Celeste, how it's like pixel art, but everything moves so fluidly, and I think that looks so good.
Yeah, like fluidly, like very fluidly moving pixel art is always like
that is
like eye candy.
The only thing I can think of that does that is Iconoclast, and I think I've talked about it once. That game is incredible. It's a Metroidvania with an amazing story and a really fun
I've heard
gameplay.
very good things about it.
No, you would love that game. It is so fun.
Gotta say, favorite indie game that I feel like never gets the credit it needs, SteamWorld Dig 2. That game is so good, and I've never heard anyone talk about it really.
The only game I can really think of would be Iconoclast again because I know a lot of people have played it, but there's not a lot of talk around it. Owen, do you have any games like that?
Nah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, no, if we're only talking about indie games, then no. But a game that I really like that I feel like doesn't get talked about, yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Is it
say
Miitopia,
Owen?
Honestly, wait. Since we had to trash the other recording, you might not have promoted about Miitopia.
No, come on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Spread
but
your
like,
blades, baby. Spread them blades and talk about the
Miitopias.
Miitopias.
Hear anything about it? So I'll just shut up.
No, talk about Miitopia, please.
But like Miitopia is a good game. You all should play it. Anyways, continue.
No, whore out for that game. I would whore out for that game. We all know you want to.
Nah, not really. Actually,
Okay.
I don't want to bore everyone.
But I think SteamWorld Dig 2 is a phenomenal game, and I just never heard anyone give it any credit.
All I know is that game kind of has a similar system to like mining in Minecraft.
I I would not really say so. Mining is mostly a side thing. So like it is a Metroidvania, and when you're like going to the next objective, you do mine, but it's kind of it's more just like a traversal thing. You get ore, but it's really just so you can have more money for
How much of the
upgrades
map is
later.
like covered in like things you have to mine?
Uh, it's kind of a lot. It's different things, but it's it's also it's just like it's I don't know. It's a very good mechanic for traversal, in my opinion. It makes like getting to the next area. There are like a lot of puzzles with it as well,
Maybe I'll try it out.
and
Yeah.
also it has a grappling hook, which I am
Okay,
a
you know
sucker
what?
for
You sold
grappling
me.
hooks.
No, stop
in
talking.
Oh
You
yeah,
video
sold
games.
me.
grappling hooks are so fun to use in video games. I feel
Anything
like
like Sweeney wrote is just my shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You want to know one of the most satisfying? Oh, this actually I forgot about this. Talking about levels that we replayed in games, I replayed quite a few levels in Little Big Planet. I was kind of obsessed with Little Big Planet, but there's the boss fight of I think it's the third world in Little Big Planet 2 and the final boss fight. Those are the two that I played a ton.
Are those the
The
ones that have
final
grappling hooks?
yeah, so I mean they both do, but it's like a chicken and you're running from it, and first of all,
Wait,
so
what? A chicken?
yeah, it's a giant chicken. You're running from it, and it flings lava at you, and you have to guide these sack bots with you as well. And there's a lot of really sick grappling hook stuff. But the best part is that this is one of the dumbest things I have ever worked so hard for in a video game. That's not true. I've done a lot of dumb things in video games.
That's
but
fair.
in the level, the end of the level, it's chasing after you, and one of the characters, his name is Clive. One of the characters jumps up and grabs a lever that makes it fall into the lava. So that's how the level ends. Is it falls into lava because he jumps up and grabs that lever. One time I was playing through it and I was like, "Huh, I wonder what would happen if I got so far ahead that I could grab him and he can't hit the lever." And I replayed that level many times, and eventually I succeeded. And you can grab him so he will not hit the lever, and the chicken will just not die and kill everyone.
You fucking. I don't know. I can't
I
think of
do
an
a lot of
insult.
really dumb stuff in games. Hey, you know the desert, the like Egypt desert floor
Desert
in
bus?
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Um,
I may have possibly spent about half an hour sucking up all the sand in that room.
you
I
fucking
cleared the entire
masochist.
thing.
You masochist.
It was fun.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
doubt
fun.
that.
Dude, you have a bright career ahead of you as a janitor.
Yup. Give me a poltergeist and I will clean whatever you want.
I hate sand so much. I hate sand. I hate how it feels and when
Oh,
it gets...
I hate sand in real life, but honestly, it's just so satisfying in that game.
That game's great. I love Luigi's Mansion Free.
Hey, you guys ever have a game that you play through and you think it's really hard, but actually you just missed a very important gameplay mechanic?
What do you want to talk
I feel
about,
like that's
Sam?
happened to me, but I can't really pull up an exact game.
I've always been I'm always one to experiment with the controls as soon as I grab a game just to see what I can do. So I've never really had that happen.
So it's not necessarily controls though, because recently I was playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Actually, it was not that recently. I've kind of been playing it over a very prolonged period of time, but I've been playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, and I've been like wondering how people beat this game. I was like, dang, like this game is fairly difficult, and no one has said anything about it being difficult that I have.
Is that the
spoken to about
top-down
it,
one?
and I was really confused. And then I found out that you can buy armor, and I was supposed to have been buying armor throughout the entire game.
How far did you get without buying armor?
I beat almost the entire thing. I'm on like the final level, and I didn't buy any armor.
Well, I mean, that's pretty impressive you went that far.
Honestly.
So I mean, it's more of a way to pat yourself on the back and say I'm cool.
Yeah. But have you ever
is
had
that the
one
top-down
game where
Ratchet
like
and
it's
Clank one?
very it's like really difficult like on the first playthrough, but like on the second playthrough it's super easy.
Resident Evil 2.
Celeste.
Resident Evil 2, that game is honestly it's like 10 times more fun replaying it, because it's like even if you're not speedrunning it, even if you're not like actually trying to get a really good time, playing a Resident Evil game and knowing where everything is so satisfying. You just always know exactly where to go, and like it makes the game is so easy, but you feel so it's a real it's an ego fueler, and that's why I love Resident Evil so much.
I really want to
because
play a
knowing
Silent
where
Hill
everything is
game.
makes the game easy.
Wait, Sam, have you played a Silent Hill game?
I have not actually.
I really want to try one of those games out. There's a lot of PlayStation
Um,
and PS2 games I want to play, but I'm now just getting into PlayStation, so.
I don't know much
Yeah, I've
about
never
Silent
really
Hill.
been the biggest PlayStation guy. I mean, I have a PS2, but like
For many
I only ever
years,
went-
I have observed it, but now I shall enthrall myself with its PlayStation-y world.
I think I am surprisingly like universally interested in like all games. I don't actually know if there's a game genre I dislike.
I think I can say it. I think my least favorite has to be like first-person shooters.
Yeah, I knew you would
Yeah,
say
I'm not
that.
the biggest
I think
FPS
first-person
guy.
shooters are also it's so difficult for me because it's like first-person shooters for me, I don't like them that much at this point, and when I do play them, they're kind of a guilty pleasure because I kind of hate them. I hate what the the
Oversaturation.
the market around them because so many first-person shooters are the most boring and just bland things you will
Do you guys remember
ever
the Game
play.
Awards? How many games that like just look the exact same?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just first-person shooters really like the so much about them I dislike, but there are some that I really like. They're just really fun to play.
I
I
played
play them despite hating what the industry has kind of done for first-person shooters.
I played one called Treasure Tech Land. It was a Doom mod because I was into Doom modding for a bit, and it combined elements of Wario Land and Doom. Where it had like the gunplay of Doom and like but the craziness of Wario Land. Like you could shoulder bash enemies and then grab them and throw them in the others and then like blast a shotgun. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
Doom and Doom Eternal, the two newest Doom games, I can confidently say that those are not an example of what I was speaking of, and those are phenomenal games.
I really enjoyed playing TF2 for like a little bit before my PC couldn't handle it.
TF2 is difficult for me. I've only played about like an hour or two of it, and I kind of didn't really like it that much because I was just like, man, this is kind of like Overwatch if it had less characters.
I was about to say you really love Overwatch or used to. I don't know if you still play it.
So I love Overwatch unconditionally. I think it's a very fun game. But I really dislike the devs. They seem to not care about the
Did
game
they make
at
a
all.
sequel?
They seem to just want money. And Overwatch would be a game that I play a lot, except that they practically never update it with new stuff. It's been at least 2 years since we've had an original mode.
Doesn't they make a sequel?
They haven't yet. They said they were going to. They said that it would probably like people were saying it would probably be out in 2020, and now they're just starting to give more info in February.
I think the only thing Owen has ever seen out of those two games is I showed him the TF2 character trailers.
Yeah, I've played Overwatch like twice. It was fine, I guess. I'm not the biggest shooter person. The only shooter that I like, actually play is Splatoon.
Splatoon's
I
pretty
think
fun.
Overwatch is a really fun game. It's really fun with high level play. If you have a group of 6 people and like you're playing to be good and you want to do that, that's where the fun in Overwatch lies for me.
I love team games because I just like feeling part of like I love helping people.
That is definitely something I can relate to.
Okay, but
Bullshit.
like I had the idea the other day. So you know how in like Miitopia, right? You can only control your own me, and you can't control like the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was thinking like, what if there was like a multiplayer mode where you can get like 4 people.
Oh, it's like
and
a
each person
team
controls a different me.
like a multiplayer RPG.
Yeah, like wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Oh,
Like,
dude,
each person controls a
write that
different party member?
down. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are very few multiplayer RPGs. The only one I can think of is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. But that game doesn't have like turn-based combat.
Isn't that like a grid?
It's not a grid. It is action combat. It's kind of I haven't actually played it, but from what I've seen, I would like to play it. I want to play the original, not the remaster though. Which playing the original, it's a Four Swords situation. You have to have people who have Game Boy Advances.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
I don't know if you I'm pretty sure you guys know about this, but I've had this new thing I recently did. I think it was like a couple months ago where any good game ideas I had I would write down in my notes app. I have 11.
Dang.
And honestly, I really like thinking of game ideas. It's really fun just like playing everything out, and I really like that.
Yeah.
I get that, but personally, as someone who wants to pursue a programming games, I try not to indulge myself in my own ideas, because I tend to be too ambitious when I
And
try
then
to
it
create things.
and it just becomes like hell to program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really I try not to flesh out most ideas because they're ultimately just going to end up being not coming to fruition. You know.
How was coding class this year? I know all three of us took it, so how was it for you?
Yeah.
It was it was pretty good.
It
It
was
was
probably.
fine. I didn't really like it very much at first because it was like hard, but like once I got a feel for things, I started to like it a lot.
You said you're actually taking next year, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yeah, I'm planning on taking like the one that she suggested at the end of the year or the end of the yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I didn't actually learn anything.
I don't think I'm gonna pursue that. I think I'm gonna stick more with the creative. I flourish more in creative tasks rather than logical ones.
Programming is really difficult for me because, like my opinions on like how I feel about programming, because when things are going well, it's so enjoyable and satisfying to create something like that, but also it can be immensely frustrating.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
And I'm really bad at taking. I am really bad at taking breaks on something I am determined to complete because I do not like admitting defeat. And
Yep. I can relate to that.
I'm
if
a warrior.
if I'm trying to,
Warrior, is that a Metopia reference?
Okay.
my God.
Okay.
But if I'm trying to make something like the obvious thing to do if like I'm getting frustrated with something is to take a break and come back to it, but it's so hard for me to do that.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I have the opposite
like-
problem. It's so hard for me to start a project.
Yeah.
Like I say
It's hard
I
for-
want to
okay,
do something.
okay, I'm kind of like in between. Like it's so hard for me to start a project, but then it's hard for me to stop when I start. And when if I stop, I probably won't pick it up again for like a while.
I really want to. There's a lot of personal things I want to do because I really want to improve at drawing and like I really want to learn how to make digital art and digital music and voice act. But I just can't make myself do it because I don't believe in myself enough. Like I don't have enough faith in myself to because of course I'm just starting out in all of these, so of course I'm not gonna be amazing. But I if I'm not like the best I can be in my eyes, I just hate it and then I want to give up and never touch it again. So I always need somebody else there to like say like, hey, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, I just have ADHD, so of course I don't fucking focus.
Understandable. But I haven't actually done much programming stuff in a while, but I have been recently, so
I think you
happy about
talked to
that.
me about what you're programming. It's like supposed to be like a rhythm game. You're just like programming a simple rhythm game.
yeah, but I'm not gonna actually finish it because basically what I discovered is it's kind of hell to create because I use Game Maker most of the time, and I'm not gonna get too into it, but like in a rhythm game, things have to happen on the beat, which means you have to be able to specify an event happening on the beat. So I calculated when the beat would be, and it's like every 18.7944 frames, and I don't know how to specify in between frames in Game Maker. So instead, I had to modify the song so that it would go along with an even number, and it's just really hard to program around that. So I will do it, but like I looked up and saw what like other people did when they were making rhythm games, and pretty much everyone uses Unity. So if I ever do want to make a rhythm game, I'm gonna have to learn to use Unity at some point.
What games do you want to make? I know I think I've talked to Owen about this before. I think you want to make a Metopia-like game.
I thought that would be cool, but that's not like the current game idea that I have.
Oh yeah,
I know like when I talked to Landon, it was definitely very generic. But like since I last talked to him, I've improved on it a lot, and I don't really want to elaborate here. But like
Listen,
all I'm gonna say is it's a Sonic Adventure inspired 3D platformer.
You really like momentum based stuff. I can tell because you really like games where I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but you really like games where you can like gain a sense of speed. Is that a yes or no?
Yes, I said yes.
Okay. And honestly, I have already said it, but combined with the 11 small ideas I have, I also have this one giant passion project. So I have 12 game ideas. So, yeah. My mind is full of clutter.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It is so difficult, and Landon, I bet with seeing all you've written, that you can definitely relate to this. But when you get an idea for something, it is so hard to focus on anything else.
You just
Yep.
like
Mm-hmm.
no, honestly, yeah, honestly, this passion project that I've had this for like 4 years now. So yeah, I
Yeah, but,
can't
when
focus
I
on
really
anything
get
else,
going on
man.
something, I cannot stop thinking about it.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't been thinking about it for so long. I've been thinking about it for so long. I've become enthralled with this little world I made, and I only wish I had like the ability to flesh it out on paper.
Exactly. Like,
That's why I'm learning how to
with,
draw.
like, the
Actually,
one-
that's my whole motive behind drawing, so I can flesh out these characters,
Really?
these worlds.
yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing as well. I'm probably gonna end up like taking drawing classes or something and learning how to like draw.
I've
so
asked
I
for
can-
personal like lessons with the teacher of my drawing class because I really want to improve.
Mm.
But like I already said, I can't do it on my own.
But like yeah, and like I have like ideas for like what these characters and like what the world looks like in my head, but I can't, draw it because I can't draw.
I mean, you made Rot the Hedgehog. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, can you?
Well, yeah, but
When I'm editing this, I do
Ronix
want to
special.
I want to put up a picture of Rot the Hedgehog, the red
yeah,
hedgehog.
I'll send you one once you're editing it.
Yeah,
When
okay.
you're editing it, like,
Sam,
ask
can
me.
I tell you about Rot the Hedgehog?
Sure.
Yeah, Ronick the Hedgehog.
actually, I'll
is
let
an
Owen do
OC
it.
that I made once. He's like a really buff red Sonic, and he's like a hero, and he has 250. Or I forget how many kills he's.
I think it
had,
was
but he's had, like,
400.
over 400 recorded kills with his knife.
No, I think it was sniper rifle kills.
Or was it sniper? I don't remember. I don't know.
No, but he's
Well, I remember that-
he's a masterclass in character design.
Yeah.
Of course.
I made an edgy one. I think we were on my Discord server that I made where it's like we just play games on Discord.
Mhm.
And me and Owen were competing to see who would make the best Sonic OC. And I made an evil edgy one with a giant cock.
Of course.
Oh, of course. Oh, how dare you say that?
I think
You're right, though.
I think I've told Owen about this, but I have a collectible Shadow the Hedgehog figurine.
Oh my god, can you send me a
I think you
pic?
did tell me. Yeah.
Can you send me a pic?
It's not at my current place of residence, so I cannot.
No.
But I will another time.
Is it just Shadow kissing Maria on the lips?
It's still in the packaging
Yes.
because
Honestly,
I'm cool like that.
okay, I just want to
Not too
rant
bad.
about Shadow the Hedgehog. What were they thinking when they made that character design?
They knew he would sell copies of the video game.
That's
because
fair.
Have
he
you seen
caters
like his
directly to Sonic
concept
fans.
art? Have you seen his like very early concept art?
No, but can
I
you
have
show me,
not.
please?
I'm not
Yeah,
really
hold on,
a
wait,
big
hold on.
Sonic fan.
Here, I know I've seen early Shadow concept art. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. early concept.
Oh,
I've played like bits and pieces of a lot of Sonic games, but I've only
sorry,
beaten
somebody just called me out of
very few.
nowhere.
Fun.
But yeah, what were we gonna say?
Yeah. Here it is. Wait.
Sam, what were we gonna say about Sonic the hedgy boy?
Like right to the side of Shadow. Those are some like early concepts.
Oh my god, yes,
Very edgy,
Yeah.
dude.
More edgy than he is now.
if you can believe it.
If
Dude, whatever his name
Oh my
is,
god, I
the
love
villain
these.
from Sonic Forces, that guy's so
Infinite.
edgy.
Dude.
Infinite?
And isn't like I've never
Yes.
played Forces, so
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't like the whole reason he's like a villain is because Shadow called him like
Yes,
Or something like
absolutely. That is
Yeah.
exactly why.
I haven't beaten Forces, but yeah.
I found my
Yeah,
I found my favorite Sonic character. It's one from the comics called Tangle, and they're like a lemur, and I just love their design. It's so just amazing. I'm not saying this.
I
I'm not saying this
actually
as a
used to own
joke.
the Sonic and Mega Man crossover comic.
Oh, I've
I
always
know
saw.
that existed.
I never read those, but I always knew they existed, and I kind of want to know what
Yeah.
they're about. It's
I got
just
into
Mega Man and
comics
Sonic
for, like,
learning
a
how much they
month,
love
and
each
it was
other.
one of the ones I got.
What is it about,
I mean,
Sam?
honestly, if you were to get any of them, I would get that one because it's like
I don't.
The blue
I don't
bomber
remember
and the
much.
blue
I do
hedgehog
remember
make
it
out.
involved dimensions crossing over, which is
I
like.
mean, yeah, why wouldn't it?
It's just like I don't really like that much for a crossover. I just feel like it's so
yeah, it's too overdone.
yeah, and they go into it so much.
Remember Sonic
I
and
just-
Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Remember the
I think the
crossover
coolest
console?
crossovers are when you take two things and instead of just like putting them together, make something like entirely new out of it. Like that's a lot of crossovers, but I think even as someone who has not played this series, I think one of the coolest crossovers of all time is Kingdom Hearts. Just because
I
like
cannot
Yeah,
take that shit
it's like-
seriously.
they could have just literally made like a Final Fantasy game and then just like made it like anything else, but it became its own series, and I think that's really cool.
I cannot
Yeah.
take that seriously. I'm sorry if Mickey appears
That's
on
true,
screen.
I
I'm not
agree.
taking
I
it
will not ever be
seriously.
able to take
Sora!
Mickey,
Sora, the
Mickey saying,
darkness
"I
is
returned
infecting
from the
you."
Dark Realm.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull out my Mickey voice for this. Sorry. Sora, the darkness is invading my heart. Oh fuck! Oh fucking help me, Jesus Christ!
I love edgy Mickey Mouse.
Sora, look at this shirt I bought from Hot Topic.
Do you
Haha.
think Mickey has like a Shadow the Hedgehog like clone?
It's me, Evil the Mouse.
I really do want to play Kingdom
Evil
Hearts,
the
though.
mouse.
Zoe's Mickey, you're acting like kind of a bitch. You can do a Donald voice.
I cannot. Do it.
Okay, there, he did it.
That's what he sounds like.
Gosh,
That's Donald.
Donald, stop, shut the fuck up, you little piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking slit your throat. Gosh.
No.
Hey, Kazooie, you wanna go beat up that bitch witch? I can do really good impressions of like Goofy and Banjo.
I don't think I do any good impressions.
You did
Yeah,
you did a really good
honestly.
Mickey one, but I think
Okay,
you
I
lost
have a
it.
really okay. This
I
is
used to be
unrelated,
able
but
to
like
do a
I have a
Mickey
good
impression.
Chills impression, like Chills the Burger King for lettuce.
Oh,
Right?
give it to me, Daddy. Come on, do it.
Okay, what should I say? What should I say? Should I just say the Burger King for lettuce funny?
Talk
Sure.
about how much you love Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay.
Talk about Kingdom
Number
Hearts.
50, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone else's foot fungus. But
That's
as it
pretty
turns
good.
out, that might be what you get.
I mean,
For
you can.
Channer, upload a photo anonymously to the site showcasing his feet in a plastic bin of lettuce. That's
Do you have that name fucking memorized?
I have that part, like up to that part. I used to have a little bit more of it
You
memorized,
used to.
but I've never
He,
had the
I don't know
whole
if you still have it, but he used to have the entire Eggman speech from the Sonic Adventure 2
Oh
fandom.
yeah. From the Adventure 2 fandom. I don't
course.
have that whole thing memorized, but I used to I could recite that
He
thing.
used to recite that thing by
Word
heart,
for
and it was
word.
glorious.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore, but like.
Oh, Sam, have you ever
Yeah.
seen the fan dubs of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? I mean,
Well, there was
I
no
have.
Adventure 1 fandom, but there was one for Adventure 2, 06, and Fighters.
Eggman in that thing was incredible. Alfred,
Yeah, Eggman was the
No,
best
Alfred
part,
is in-
I've
honestly.
seen the thing that Owen memorized, but I haven't seen
Yo,
the
I mean, yeah, but
shows.
everybody's seen that.
Yeah.
no, Sam, the watches are hilarious. The person who voiced Eggman, Alfred, at
Yeah,
Paperbot's
Alfred
house,
is awesome.
he is incredible. I love that man.
Don't we all? I mean,
Dude, I simp for him. At
I
Paperbot's,
think
at Alfred, if you're watching this, I love you, baby.
Sonic is something that it's so hard for me to like play because I can definitely see like the people who like they like the games like the characters and stuff because they're dumb, but it's a thing that I just like it makes the experience so much worse for me, honestly.
yeah, like the series definitely takes itself way more seriously, like way too
It really
seriously,
shouldn't.
like, more
It
seriously than
really,
it should.
really shouldn't. It's a fucking blue
Yeah.
hedgehog. It's a blue
Yeah,
hedgehog.
yeah.
Sonic has been
And like
tortured
it
for
really
months.
forces like, oh, Sonic was like tortured and he was like
He was put into a leather
Yeah.
suit. He was whipped, and he had to say, "Daddy, ugh," and it was like, ew, shut up.
like that's part of the reason why Mario is like considered better.
my God,
because,
Oh my God, have you guys
Doesn't
seen any of
really
that
take
Sonic
it
Christian art?
unfortunately, I have.
Sam, have you seen any of the Sonic Christian art?
I have not.
It is so fucking amazing. Anyways, I don't want to anger
Sonic
anybody,
does
so I'm gonna
have
move on.
some like Sonic does have like some good music in its games. Like Sonic, like definitely the best part of the Sonic series is the music.
Crush 40, Crush 40.
I'm not talking about Crush 40 Land.
Crush 40, Crush 40. I think
I don't like
Together
telling
we
this to
can-
people.
show the world what
but
we
back-
can do.
like a few years ago, around when I was like 10, I used to unironically listen to Crush 40 music.
I know.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Sonic music has to come from Sonic Mania, Studiopolis Zone. God,
I was gonna say the same
Okay.
thing. Studiopolis
I
Zone
like
is so
the
good.
zone. Like I like the concept of this. Like I like the zone, but I'm actually playing like Mania while we're talking, like as we speak. But
You whore, you're
I
cheating on me.
like the music. I like this zone, but I'm not the biggest fan of the music.
I love the music.
I'm gonna fucking slap you across the face, you little
You wanna
tiny
know
man.
what
really
the
like
best
them.
Sonic song is though?
What?
Live and learn.
It's the drowning song.
Okay, I've heard
I want that to
stories
play at
of
my
people,
funeral.
Like
as-
they've said that as their like alarm, like when they wake up in the morning, and it like they wake up like very scared.
I want I as
the end of the song, it just kills you.
Okay,
You
wait, hold
die
on.
in real life.
hold on. At my funeral, as they lower my coffin into the ground, I want them to play the Sonic drowning music.
That's gonna be such a weird vibe.
Yeah, like it wouldn't really be scary. but, like,
Everybody would just be looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on?
What is happening?
I'm drowning.
Sonic drowning music is legitimately terrifying.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, but I would love a Cityscape to play in the background of my funeral.
I think
Like,
my favorite.
you're-
I think my favorite
oh,
version of that
exactly.
joke of "I want the song to play at my
Follow
funeral"
me,
was the Mario
set
Bros.
me
Underground
free.
one.
Trust me, and we will escape from the casket.
At my funeral, they're gonna play the entire Persona 5 soundtrack.
at my
Just
I'm
be
at
loaded in the
Thing. It's
ground.
like
You'll never
110
see it
songs.
coming.
at my funeral. I want them to. I want them to have
When
my
the beat
coffin.
drops in Last Surprise, I just come out of the casket. Like, oh, man.
But your corpse is still rotting, so your hand just flies off as you
No, I
pop
made this
out.
joke on my
Never
Twitter
see
the
you
other
come
day.
in, and
I
just
made
come
this
back
joke
to
on my
life.
Twitter a couple weeks ago, but like, what? You're getting lowered into the ground, and all of a sudden the casket opens, and then the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga battle theme starts playing.
I actually can't think of what that sounds like. I'm just thinking of the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door battle theme right now.
I
mean, that would
Superstar
work
Saga battle
well.
theme.
I want at my funeral. I want my coffin to be set on the table, but instead of a coffin, it's actually a giant fucking cake. And like somebody cuts into my face and like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, it's cake. Fuck yeah.
Also,
I wanna be buried with
the
anime
Mario
body
and Luigi
pillows.
Superstar Saga battle theme is the one that goes like the.
Wait, did you just say you want your corpse to be buried with an anime body pillow, Sam?
Not just one, multiple.
Instead of a
Getting buried
cushioning.
with, like 0-2 or
It's gonna be
something
the
like
most
that.
uncomfortable funeral ever.
No, okay,
It's
no.
like this is like an open casket, and you just see like your corpse holding 0-2.
No,
It's like I'm sorry, children are. It's like sorry, children are not allowed in the room, and you're like, oh no, I think they can handle seeing the body. It's like, no, that's not why.
That's not why. No,
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like the hole you're buried in. Instead of like dirt surrounding you, it's just a bunch of fucking body pillows. Like the whole inside is just laced with body pillows.
You just toss my body into a sea of body pillows.
Dude, that'd be so fucking
Honestly,
terrifying.
that would
Imagine
be
being
kinda
lowered into
Like,
an
you're
abyss
dead,
of
so you
body
wouldn't experience
pillows.
it, but it would still be comfy.
I mean, you're dead. I don't know if you really feel that.
I could die a happy man. That's
Well,
all
I mean,
I'm saying.
still, we don't know. Like maybe like nobody's ever like lived
No,
to tell the
bullshit.
tale, so
I died, so I know what happens.
You know, we could. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like anime body pillows could have the power of resurrection. That's
Honestly,
how
yeah.
Jesus came back to life.
That
Yeah, exactly. Like Jesus, like held like that
His body pillow
like,
was so
0-2.
solid from all
I
the
was trying to
comment.
think of like another anime character. Like yeah, Misty from Pokemon, like brought Jesus back from the dead.
Misty is such an overrated character. Gotta say.
She has a good design. Like her.
I'm
her
gonna
design is
cosplay as
appealing.
Misty.
And it's definitely in part you can definitely owe that to the Pokemon fan base, which is just
You don't like some good
terrifying
Poke
at
porn,
times.
my dude?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like Pokemon Twitter especially, like they.
I lost all hope in the Pokemon fan base after seeing Gardevoir fan art.
You
Oh
don't
my
want to have
God,
some
yeah,
of that good
that's not
Poke
even, like,
pussy?
The worst of it, like.
I hate Gardevoir fan art so much.
It is pretty weird.
Yeah.
It's
But
so
yo,
messed up.
Meowth, that's some good stuff.
I haven't seen that, but I'm not comfortable with it. I already
Lopunny.
The Goomba from World 1-1.
The Taiko no Tatsujin game for the PS4 is on sale. Let's go.
Are you buying it as we speak?
I probably will. I don't have any money right now, but I will.
I mean, like we know that you're a big Taiko no Tatsujin fan.
I mean, I honestly haven't played that much, but I do really enjoy the games.
Oh,
Mm.
those RPG games came out. Those look really fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What games are you guys excited for?
Literally
Dude,
none.
oh my god. Okay, I gotta
Yeah.
say, it might just be because I'm like just now getting into JRPGs like a ton, but man, there's a lot of stuff I'm very excited for coming out this year.
Like what?
Bravely Default 2 comes out in February. Persona 5 Scramble comes out, or the localization comes out in February. March is Monster Hunter Rise. April, the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne remaster is getting localized, and Nier Replicant comes out, and then Neo World Ends With You comes out in like July.
I want to talk about Monster Hunter Rise, the Switch one, right?
Yeah.
I really want to get that so I can play it with friends, and like, because that seems like a really fun thing to do with friends. Like, go out and fight monsters together. That just seems like a really fun thing to do.
So Monster Hunter is a series I've wanted to get into for a while, and I'm gonna play World before I play Rise, just because World looks really good. But also I'm really surprised World never came to the Switch. But I've always wanted to get into Monster Hunter. It's always looked so good to me, and the fact that they put grappling into Monster Hunter Rise, yeah, I want it.
My first exposure to
that game.
my first exposure to Monster Hunter as a series was the Nintendo crossover outfits they did for the 3DS game. Those were adorable.
I
and
kind
I
of
love
forgot
those.
there was like for a
Weren't
while,
there
I didn't
also
know
like
those on the
costumes in
series.
Smash 4, like me costumes?
For what?
Like costumes in Smash 4.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe I'm just dumb.
Speaking of me costumes, I hate what they did to my boy Gino.
Honestly, I could not care less. But
Have
I
you
thought it
played
was
Super
funny.
Mario
I
RPG?
audibly laughed during that reveal.
You're a heartless bastard. Fuck you.
That was funny.
It was funny.
It was.
Yeah, but I have not played Super Mario RPG, and even if I have to say, Gino has been in one game, and I think there are characters who I would rather get into Smash.
I would say I would like Rayman.
I'm not going to be one of the Twitter people who says Gino's in one game and it's old. He doesn't deserve to be in Smash. I've seen so many people saying that, and I hate that.
I think Rayman. Rayman should get in before, just because.
But the thing is, like, people say that Gino can't get in because he's from an old game. I feel like the older the game is, the more likely it is for someone to get in.
Because like it's
I think that's like the main contenders is the ones who have been around for a while.
I was so worried before the Game Awards that.
Case in point, Super Monkey Ball.
Okay, before I mute Owen, I want to talk about. Do you guys remember how before the Game Awards, people were talking about Fortnite Jonesy getting in?
Yes. Honestly, I wouldn't even care if Jonesy got in. If I'm being honest,
I would be a bit upset.
I would be very upset.
Because Minecraft, okay, I know it came out more recently, but that kind of deserved its spot, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely. Steve definitely deserved it.
No, okay, so I think that Minecraft has reached popularity just because of like people like it because of the creativity of it. That's the main draw of Minecraft. The main draw of Fortnite is marketing. It's preying on young children's money, and I just.
It's also kind of. I also feel like recently it's kind of losing its identity because now it's just becoming Marvel.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on in it, but I know that they have a lot of Marvel involved with it.
So, I mean, I just heard that the story was well written for what it was. I heard it like had some few comedic bits, but also I heard about ever since I learned about crunch time in the gaming industry, I've come to hate Epic more than I already did.
Yeah.
I don't know about their practices, but I would assume that they are not great.
So what they do is crunch is never required. You have infinite breaks. But there is this fear around it because nobody wants to leave that one person with all the work. So there's a constant fear to stay and working, like, because they'll work themselves, like, overtime for a long time just so they don't have to make somebody else suffer.
I want to talk about Cyberpunk because
okay.
I gotta say I don't really know a ton about like how much crunch was involved with that game. I assume it was a lot, but I want to say that like Cyberpunk, it's just so weird that it took so long to come out, and people, I feel like social media is making its image so difficult to understand, because I think that the true image of Cyberpunk is it was hyped up a ton and it's just okay. It's not bad, it's just okay.
It was also because of all the crunching and the thing is, I
And
learned
it doesn't
about
work on 2 of the systems that they sell it on.
yeah, but also the fact that the release date that they settled on, the one that came out on, that it wasn't there. They had to reach that. There was no way around it. They could not delay it anymore, so they had to crunch really hard for that.
They kept like, just like, don't give a release date. Just say it'll be released sometime.
I don't know.
My view of Cyberpunk had been very very distorted for a while, because I kind of thought of CD Projekt Red as a smaller company, and they're not really. They even if they don't have like as many employees as bigger companies, and I don't actually know if they do. They might have the same amount. The way they act, their practices are the practices of a large company.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is BioWare or Bethesda, but back on to like the thing of crunch. If you guys still want to hear me ramble on about that.
I think both of them. I think both of those companies have problems with that.
I learned about this for a video. I think it was Noodle. That's a really good channel. You guys should go check out Noodle. But anyways, he talked about stress casualty, which is a term used in war, which is kind of like a PTSD, and that's actually happened to multiple people who worked at BioWare or Bethesda. I don't remember which one. So many people have suffered PTSD and left the company because of how much stress they were under.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, cause like I've heard like a lot of stories about how like hard games were to like games are to make. Like, you know, Junichi Masuda, the one of the Pokemon guys. I don't know what he does.
He's the Pokemon
but I know
himself.
he's like a major, you know,
He is Pokemon
guy in Pokemon. Yeah, but like I'm not sure which game it was. I think it was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. But like he was so scared of that game failing, like of that game, like, you know, not doing well, because like that was like around the time where Pokemania just ended, and you know, Pokemon was starting to like, you know, not really like, you know, become less popular.
Yeah.
And he was so scared of that game failing that he had to take, you know, a lot of time off work to like
just like process it all.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more about Square Enix as a company. It's so difficult for me to form opinions on Square Enix because I love so many of their games and what they make, but like they're such a huge company, and people have made it seem like they're a really like a bad company because of their music stuff, but I really think that's out of their control. The copyright stuff that goes along.
The thing about companies, especially bigger ones, is that you can't really nail down an entire company's viewpoint because there's so many people who work inside it. You don't know what the majority is.
Especially because especially with Square Enix, that's the thing for me, because Square Enix doesn't develop a lot of their games. Like they are definitely a company that has other companies do things for them.
They do a lot of outsourcing.
Because of how huge they are, and like it's so difficult for me to have an opinion on them, because like my opinion is very positive of them, but that's only because I haven't heard anything bad about them, and I don't know if there is a lot that's bad about them that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But I just they do make a lot of good games, gotta say. And their music is so good, but it's so difficult to listen to.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm playing Mario Galaxy. I really hate the Daredevil.
Are both of you playing video games?
I really hate the Daredevil comment, the Daredevil run in Melty Molten. I'm trying to get that, and like it's so annoying.
I haven't done that one.
Are both of you playing video games while we're recording this podcast?
I'm not.
I didn't know Sam was, but like I know I am, because like I just like to, you know, talk about things and play games.
No, I'm just walking in circles right now. I'm just pacing.
Are you serious?
That's what I do most of the time when I'm talking to people.
I just freak out and keep stuttering my words. Anyway.
But Square Enix, it's so... Dude, video game music in general. We need a universal platform for video game music.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, just like Spotify, but like exclusively for video game music.
The only problem is that if that happens, if it is a platform for all video game music, it's gonna be so hard for Nintendo to commit to that.
Yeah, because like Nintendo, we all know Nintendo's stance on that.
Nintendo is a very old school company.
Their own platform for that, most likely.
So the thing about Nintendo,
I mean, it probably like okay, it does seem like a greedy thing to do, but like they have so so many games that like it probably would work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like the 3 soundtracks that I listen to the most, Persona 5, Nier Automata, and Final Fantasy 7. The only one out of those that I can... Actually, that's not even true. You know what? I kind of blew that out of proportion. Only one of those is really hard to access. 'Cause Final Fantasy VII is now on Spotify. It wasn't for a while, but you can listen to it on Spotify officially, and Nier Automata as well. Although Nier Automata is really difficult to listen to because whatever platform you listen to it on, it's probably different because it has dynamic music. The music changes when you're in combat compared to when you're just walking around. So it's hard to find like the true version.
So, because like they'll choose like different tracks depending, like they won't really they see the same, they see it like it's like in the same area, so they assume like, oh, it's this one.
Yeah, like,
so they
I
leave
know,
out key points.
The version that's on Spotify, one of my favorite songs in Nier Automata. It's the one that plays in the amusement park.
The amusement park.
There's like, yeah, there's an amusement park.
I love stages like those. But anyways, continue.
Yeah.
It's a really cool area. And
I'm not the biggest fan of Pinna Park.
But the Spotify, the official version that Square Enix actually published is like it has a part where like in the YouTube version they go to the combat part of the song, but in the official version it's like a completely different part, and it's like it's so difficult to listen to because I'm always expecting the opposite of what it really is.
Yeah. Okay, so like just recently, I learned that apparently Super Mario 64's OST is on Spotify, and I'm not even sure if it's official, but it's
definitely not official.
Yeah, but I don't know how it got on there. I'm not sure how it's up there.
Probably gonna get claimed soon.
Yeah. And like the artist is just Super Mario 64.
Dude, it's a game. It's a game. The game has come to life.
Yeah.
No, I looked into putting my own music on Spotify.
You make music?
Just like I could listen to it.
You make music?
No, I mean like music that I want to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I don't know how people do stuff like that, like uploading the Super Mario 64 soundtrack, because in order to publish on Spotify, I'm pretty sure you need like a record label.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just typed in.
I always wanted to
the person who put on the Super Mario 64, their label was just Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
But
like I'm planning to start a band with my friends. That's kind of cool.
You're leaving me out? How dare you?
I mean, Landon, I'm not sure if you're into like alternative metal, are you?
No. My favorite type of music is one that goes in the more like morbid, creepy territory. Like the lyrics are all about like morbid and more creepy stuff.
Yeah, see, I like alternative rock and metal. Like that's like mine. Like I know like personality wise, that does not seem like the type of music I would listen to. But like yeah, I do listen to that type of stuff.
I don't really think there's any way your personality can like
determine
someone's personality
music.
can tell you what type of music they listen to.
Yeah, I guess. But like.
I mean,
although for me it kind of does, because basically all I listen to is video game music.
I listen to
it used to be like that for me until I just I was like, all right, you know what? I have to start listening to real music, because like okay, I used to listen to like exclusively video game OSTs, is like I just said, but like my parents found out and they were like, no, that's weird. Like
you're weird. Fuck you.
So I started listening to real music. And now I don't like to tell them about like my music taste, because they just made me like very self-conscious about it. Like I don't like talking about music that I listen to.
I'm gonna send something in the thing.
The chat.
Yeah, it's a quote from he composes most of the Final Fantasy soundtracks, if it will let me, because apparently.
I mean, I would say video game music is real music. Like I don't know why it wouldn't be.
No, it is.
No, yeah, I'll just go to my files and read it, because I cannot find how to send it. It's not letting me because I'm in the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can remember what I'm doing, because.
Do you want me to? I have a little tidbit of information that while you're setting that up, I could share if you want me to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You know Marty O'Donnell, the audio director behind Halo?
I don't know who that is, but like.
Okay.
Sure.
So the thing about Marty's position of audio director, he made that up, and it has become a staple of the video game industry. Like you see that in the credits, audio director, he made that up. He walked into a business room and he said, "This is what I want to do," and he did it. But now everybody does it, and this guy,
cool.
it was not an official position. He just walked in and said, "This is what I do," and they said yes, because this was very early on in the gaming industry. So they just went along with it, and now it's an official thing.
That's cool.
So if improv isn't improv isn't a skill you need to learn in life, I don't know what is. I'm just
Yeah.
bullshitting your way through stuff.
All right, I'll say this and probably stutter and ruin it.
Okay.
But Nobuo Uematsu said, "I believe that there are still people who believe that game music is something equal to just an effect incorporated into the game, something like a background music, and therefore this is something that I would like to show that is not true." I think video game music it's on the same level as any other type of music.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
It's not lesser in any way.
the thing about me for most video game music is I prefer vocal songs, so that's like the only thing really separates.
Crush
Persona
40.
5 soundtrack.
Yeah,
I actually
Crush 40,
voted for vocal
baby.
songs.
Okay, in video games, it really depends. But
I mean,
like I don't really mind vocal songs.
I-
City Escape, Sonic Adventure 2, like that. I like that. Like I feel like it fits. But like,
I prefer a lot
Yeah.
of I listen to a lot of bands. Like I'm listening to I really love Willwood and the Tapeworms. That's my favorite band. They're incredible. And I listen to
my favorite band is Shinedown. If you know who they are, they're not the most popular, but like
I know that you love their what is it called? Something about kids. The Nowhere Kids.
Kids. Yeah, I named okay. It's not like my favorite song anymore, but it was my favorite song for a long period of time, and I named that Splatoon team after that song.
I
Like,
was kind of wondering where that name came from.
Yeah, I named it after the song because that was when I, really liked the song.
Look
I
at this
still like
stupid
the song,
fucking
it's on my
fanboy.
playlist, I still listen to it regularly, but like it's not my favorite song anymore.
For a while, I've always kind of just really liked video game music and not really listened to anything else. And then there was a point where I was like, I should probably start listening to some normal people stuff.
Normal people
and then I
stuff.
picked Persona 5, and I was like, okay.
Never mind. Fuck
Never
that.
mind.
This is like, I vastly prefer anything from a game. And it's just generally because I think that for me, having a song that's like tied to an experience makes it even better. And I also just think video game music just generally appeals to me more.
No. I think my favorite song of all time has to be from Willwood and the Tapeworms. It's Dr. Sunshine is Dead. And it's for somebody with ADHD, it's so chaotic and like all over the place that it just, as somebody whose mind is just like all over the place, it resonates with me. I'll say that. So it kind of
my favorite song.
it matches the tempo
Can't
of my
choose one
mind
song.
basically. If that makes any sense. It matches how fast my mind is
Yeah,
going.
it's like very fast. Yeah, see,
I couldn't
my favorite
possibly
song.
choose one song.
Yeah, okay, my favorite song right now. Yeah, I couldn't really choose one, but if I really had to choose, I guess it would probably be Beyond the Sun by Shinedown. It's actually a cover of a song.
What?
But,
Oh
like,
wait.
the
Oh,
song-
in your band, you're in your band. What are you gonna do for your band?
Okay, so like we're in the very early stages, and we still have to learn how to play. But we're thinking that like I'm going to be the drummer, and like
I want
I'm
to learn
down for that.
drums for a little bit. I don't know if I still want to.
I can play Taiko no Tatsujin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
I
Do you
just
wanna
heard
do
so
any
many
part of our
pussies
band?
morsing.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Did you know? Didn't they have like a taco controller for that game? Like an actual taco controller, like you play as the instrument.
Yep.
Honestly,
There
I
is an
really I
actual
want to get
drum
back into
controller.
that game, and if I ever get back into Taco no Tatsujin, I really want to use that
Didn't
controller.
I play the Switch one with you, Landon? At
Yeah.
one point?
When
I
you
played
when
the
you
Switch
guys
one
are
with
over,
Landon.
when you guys are over at my house, I picked so many random games in my Switch library just to keep you guys entertained, because I feel like I need to at all times.
Yeah, I mean-
you got me into Taiko.
Yeah, I played a
so-
lot of fun games over there.
I know, but I feel like we can never sit down and play one for a long time,
Yeah.
because I'm always like, oh, you guys are not
Yeah,
having fun.
somebody's
Let's
gonna
move
be like,
on.
no, I don't like this.
I can sit down and play many games for a long period of time.
I
Kind of depends on the genre.
I still want to fulfill my dream of
Yeah.
being able to play a full 50-turn 4-player Mario Party game.
a 50-turn one.
35.
Yeah.
I might need a break in like 30 turns in. I could
No,
probably do. I could do it if I needed to.
no, but if COVID clears up by my birthday, I will invite I will invite you guys over soon. And we're gonna play like a long game of Mario Party.
Yeah.
I would definitely. be
Honestly,
down
I'd
for
be
that.
down.
I would definitely play. I'll play Mario Party like anytime.
Yeah, as long as you let me play Toad, then like I'm fine.
I play
Okay.
Peach.
Why do you like Peach?
I actually.
That was such a weird thing for me when you first picked them. Like, oh, I thought you picked like somebody like Mario or something. I didn't know you picked. But I
don't
do
really
like
know
the image
why.
of you in a
I've
dress.
just literally since the beginning of time just picked Peach.
Yeah, I used to be Mario all the time because, like, you know, Mario. Mario was like my favorite fictional character of all time for the longest time, and I was like, oh yeah, Toad's cool, and now Toad's my favorite Mario character.
He all ironically likes Toad, and I don't understand it.
I just
played
like
Toad.
them. They're adorable.
The only time I play Toad is Mario Kart Wii. I play Toad because then I can use I can't remember what it's called, but it's the stroller, that cart.
Oh yeah, that one.
The one that looks like that looks like a little baby carriage.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why I play Toad.
I love that one. It's adorable. I usually play Luigi or Wario. I used to play.
I don't know, 'cause, like, I don't play Mario Kart very often, and usually, even when I do, like I always just pick characters because I like the characters, not because like they're good.
Oh no, yeah, I know nothing about Mario Kart stats because like people are. Anytime I play with someone who's good at Mario Kart, they're like, "No, you shouldn't play them. They have bad stats." And I was like, "I have no."
What the
I
fuck
don't
is
know all
happening?
about stats."
I'm still gonna win.
Listen, I just want to throw red shells at you. Leave me alone.
Yeah. I embrace I embrace RNG and craziness in a game like that. Just like
Yeah.
I have a Mario Party attitude about Mario Kart, even though it's pretty different, you know.
Anyways, we have been going for 1 hour and 10 minutes. So how long do you guys
Really?
want to go for?
I really don't,
I don't
care.
care.
I could probably do this forever.
Yeah, I don't really want to edit that. So I'm gonna say.
I mean, yeah, it's fair, but I'm just saying I probably could.
I know, and that's
Yeah.
good, and I'm really glad you two enjoyed this. And I honestly, listening to this when I was just not talking, this sounded exactly like some of the podcasts I listened to. So I think we did a great job keeping up the momentum and everything.
Yeah, but I feel like we
Well-
talked about like we're talking about video games for like a lot. Isn't it supposed to be? It's like an in general type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to talk.
I can't talk about anything but video games. I don't know if I'm qualified for this.
Like yeah, like video games is pretty much like besides like alternative rock and metal are like pretty much my only interest. So
No, but
Anime.
how about next time we focus more on like talking about the podcast, like what direction we want to take and all of that. How about that?
maybe yeah.
Okay. So I'm ending
I'm
this
here for
off
the
in
video
this.
game talk.
I'm gonna end this off, and I'm gonna say this is really fun. Thank you two for joining, and if for the people at home or wherever you're at, in the side of a ditch, dead in the vacuum of space, I don't give 10 shits. Have fun listening to our podcast. Go visit
Yeah.
our social medias and
Probably in the
do your
description.
fucking taxes, you little shits. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Love you. And come back so we can waste what little time you have before you fucking die. Yeah.
Poggers.
Existential crisis, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
Depressing thing to say, honestly.
Hell yeah.